Hey, Scotty Hill. Just getting set up. Very muddy. Lake is up and muddy. So I don't know exactly how we're going to do here today, but we're going to give it a shot. I'll get caught up on chat after I get out there. Oh my goodness. This lake's up so much. Can't hardly get the kayak in the water. Gloves. Now, I don't know if I can push myself off for sitting on bottom. All right, turn this around. I'll catch up on chat here in a little bit. Get out here, got a little bit of a breeze, more than I wanted to have. Man, that water's still so cold. It's only 45 degrees. Seeing some life down there though, a little bit. I don't know if I'll use those gloves or not. Maybe just keep my hands warm. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. All right, Scotty Hill and NKR. Thanks, Scotty Hill. I appreciate that. We got these last fall. I got to cut up some bait. Move this pole. Up here. Give us some room. I have a few fresh bluegill was just caught yesterday. We're going to start out with that. I do have some chicken liver chum bait in here. There's some night crawlers in here. There's just some bacon in here. Don't really want to use any of that. Bluegill is not my favorite. I've caught them here on bluegill. I'm going to keep everything kind of small because this water temp is so cold. Wish I had some shad, but don't. So we'll make do with what we have. And we'll either catch some fish or we won't, right? Not real happy about this lake being high and muddy. But we did have some rain the other day. This lake is full of submerged stumps and trees. So we're going to be suspending, trying not to get hung up any more than we have to. So there's no time like the present, right? Man, that's a tight fit. Let's get a bait down there. Let's I know I said I was going to keep everything small, but I can't resist. I have to put a head on there. I do have smaller hooks, just got 6/0 hooks. I normally use 8/0. But drop that down. Right now we're in just about 8.5 feet of water. This isn't a super deep lake. Here's that one. I'm kind of just let the wind do what it wants. Try to avoid some of these trees and stumps a little bit. But for the most part, we're just going to drift around. So we're going to put a head on that one. We're going to put the tail piece on this one. Ow, that hook is sharp. So we'll have the head and we have the tail. We're just going to slide that under the seat. Move this stuff around. We'll adjust our depth as we go. We may be adjusting depth here real quick because we just dropped into about 10.5 feet of water. Let me catch up on chat real quick. All right, Carlson Adventures, Evan TV, and we're hung on this pole already. That's going to happen a lot in this lake. We're going to get hung a lot. We'll see if it comes undone. And we're hung on this one too. We better do something. All right, that one came undone. Not so lucky with this one. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, I'm gonna have to paddle back over there. Let's reel this up so we don't get it hung up again. Got a couple other kayakers over on the other side of the lake. Turn, baby. I got a tree right in front of me. I'm trying to avoid that. Well, this thing's just not going to come undone. That's some good line. Hard to break off in a kayak. Normally you back over them, it comes undone real easy. But I've went in every direction. We may have to cut this. I really don't want to. My goodness. I just changed this to 30 pound this year. I normally use 20 just for this reason. It's a little bit easier to break off. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I reckon we're just gonna have to cut it, because I can't get it to break. Really don't want to do that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Let's get out of this snag. That was my good tail piece too. All right, let's deal with that in a minute. Let's get this bait back in the water. All right, we've got Scotty Hill. This is an Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL, and we absolutely love them. They're expensive, but they're fantastic kayaks. Willard Young, George Ray, DMV, Mo Creek, DMV's making me hungry. All right, I gotta try to get back here to this tackle box. See if I can get some stuff to rig this pole back up. That pole is in the water, so we are fishing. That. Come on, beads. That. Hopefully we don't have to break off anymore. But you never know. Sometimes you come out here and break off multiple times because that's just part of it when you're drifting. There's a stump. Sorry I can't pay more attention to you guys, but a little busy right now. Fingers are too fat for those little compartments. I usually come into this lake in the summertime, catch a lot of my crappie and bluegill and stuff for bait. Pretty good place for that. Better back us up a little bit. Because I really don't want to run into the bank. right, now some bait. I guess I should leave that back there. All right. Just gotta watch our depth on these. Fins and foul. Dyslexic angler. They always do better on a rise in my experience, especially if there's water running into the lake. Well, as far I think there's a creek way back up that way, but it's last time I went up there, it was only 6 inches deep all the way back through there. I'm not even going to attempt that. Hey, Lynn. I really don't know what the deepest part of this lake is. If I remember right, I think there might be a few spots up towards the dam area that might get somewhere between 15 and 20. I gotta back us up before we hit this tree. And this one's hung up again. The perils of drift fishing. If I have to break this damn thing off again, we're going up to the dam. And it's feeling like we might have to. I can't believe this. I mean, I get hung up a lot drift fishing, but I never have to break off a whole lot of times, like, or at least this quick together. We're gonna go all the way around it. Try to get it to come undone. This blasted thing. I can't break it with the pedal drive. I'm gonna have to cut it again, I guess. Man, I hate doing that. Well, I cut this, we're going back up that way. Get into a little bit more depth. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. I'm sure you didn't come in here to watch me tie rigs all day. I mean, one of the reasons I like this lake is because of all the snags and stuff. There's so much structure and cover here. We'll get back over here. We've got a little bit more room for the wind. The wind's going to always push us this way. At least that's the way it's going right now. We'll get back up here a ways. I think it does stay a little deeper over here. Can't believe how much that wind's picked up already this morning. Still only about 7 feet right here, where it stayed almost the whole time. Oh, the water temp's up to 52 now. I don't know if that's just how long it took the transducer to catch up, or it's actually warmer over here. I haven't changed much in depth though. About 8 feet. We'll fish over here for a few hours, and I'm gonna go back home. My wife's wanting to come out this afternoon when it warms up, get her out in her kayak. I know there's a lot going on today too with that tournament, the Super Chat tournament. I may watch some of that on my tablet too while I'm out here with you guys. Man, I thought this lake got a little deeper over here. We're still only at 8 feet. Structure everywhere though. Well, there's 9 feet. Go just a little bit farther, another 100 yards or so. Then I'll get this one rigged back up again. Bait fish suspended there, just a few, not a big school or anything. "10 feet, that's max right there. That's the deepest we've seen." I thought for sure this, I thought I remember this thing being at least 15 feet over on this end. Super snaggy right here too. Well, let's rig it back up. Hopefully for the last time today. I may be switching these poles back to that 20-pound line. This 30-pound line is near impossible to break. What the hell's going on here? There we go. Let's do this again. You guys can see why I'm not in that competition Palmetto's having. because I don't do this very fast. It's a little more difficult in a kayak too, though. Just don't have the room to maneuver. At least I know my knots are good. As much as I tugged and pulled on those. I'll get to chat here as soon as I get this done and baited up. What's way more leader line than I needed. I like to use a shorter leader line when I'm suspending. That way I know when that sinker hits bottom, I just reel it water tip or the rod tip down to the water. That should put me about 2 feet off bottom. Somewhere abouts. More bait. We went through a whole bluegill already for nothing. All right, there we go. Let's hope we don't have to break off anymore. Mike Turner, Becca, Kelly, Chip Smith, John Euler, American Wonder, Thomas. Thomas, sometimes this is a lot of work in the kayak. It can be a lot of work. But we're fishing. Yeah, the wind is actually, I don't want to say it, but it has calmed down just a little bit right now. Mo Creek went to eat. George Ray's in the house. All right, now we just play that waiting game. Lee Evans is going to Cabela's. I went over there a couple weeks ago specifically to buy this rod. No, the other rod I got just like this one. I wanted to buy this rod and this Catmax reel. I like these Catmax reels, but they had the rod, they didn't have the reel. And they said they didn't know when they were going to get them. So I got home, was going to order it, got online. They're out of stock online too. So that's when I ended up buying this Abu C3 Catfish Special, which I really like that reel a lot. It casts very, very well. A lot better than this Catmax reel cast. But I'm not used to the power handles yet. We're drifting along at 0.2 miles an hour, and that's exactly how I like to drift. But it always pushes us in the wrong. I wanted to go back that way, and it's pushing us over here closer to the bank. But that's okay, we can always just pedal back up here and let it push us again. I need this water temperature to come up, get these fish more active. That's when I think drift fishing really pays off. I feel like they're still so lethargic right now that you're gonna have to put it right. You're gonna have to bump that bait against, or right up against them. We dropped down in depth a little bit. Let me adjust these. I want to keep them right down there next to the bottom. Oh, now the wind's changed directions, pushing us back out this way. You know, every time I've been out in the kayak so far this year, I see bait fish. I see, you know, the other lake I was at the other day, I did see a few little schools. I mean, nothing big, just small little schools of bait fish. That's what I've been seeing here today, is just a couple fish here and there suspended, just about 4, 5, 6 feet. But I have not seen that first signal of anything down near the bottom. And I've got a theory, and that may be way off, I don't know, but I think those catfish are laying in that mud trying to stay warm, and that's why I'm not seeing them. I don't know if that has any truth to it at all. I could be way off, I don't know. But I'm not seeing fish at all. I've been out 3 or 4 times now in the kayak, and I'm not seeing them. Well, the fishing hasn't been very good so far. We had to break this rod off twice already, getting snagged. We haven't had any bites. I think this rod may be, well, it was on something. It dropped back down now. I can't wait to see DMV out there in that tube. Hey, Laura. Good morning. See, it's 10 after 8. What time is all this? The Super Chat tournament starts at 9. Is that correct? I think it does. I may end up pulling that up on here. Have it run in the background. All for 9 days. That'd be all right. We got a vacation coming up at the end of the month. We're going to go out to Virginia and fish Kerr Lake. Pretty excited about that. We ordered a rooftop tent, and I ordered it. They told me it would be here at the end of February, so we set the vacation up for the end of March, so we had plenty of time to get it mounted and everything, and I still haven't got it. They're telling me middle of March now, so I'm hoping in the next couple of days they give me a call and tell me it's on its way. Otherwise, I'm going to have to call them back and give them what's for. I mean, we're still going to go on the trip. We just may have to camp a little different. And we just dropped down a couple more feet again. And this one's hung up. There it goes. There's so much brush under me right now, it's showing it like it's all fish. I can't believe these haven't got snagged up. That one is snagged up. At least it came undone. Are you kidding me? This one's snagged up again. Whole bunch of shit down there. I don't understand why it's only this rod to get snagged up. I can't get it undone. We started out with the exact same setup as that rod. I better put this down before it ends up in the water. Get back around to the other side of this. Man, I can't believe this. I've never had so many times. Normally you back up, you go on the opposite side of where you were drifting, and it'll come undone every time. We're going to hit it from every direction. Thought it came undone there for a second. Well, we got it. It wasn't pretty. Might have to cut up another bluegill. I'm not dropping this one down right now because there's nothing but snags under us right now. I think we're about drifted over them. Get that one back in there. Like I said earlier, bluegill is not my first choice for bait. But got to take what I can get. At least, I mean, it's fresh. I like to cut those fins off there so they don't interfere with my hook. That piece is pretty bloody. I don't know why I wiped my hands off just to pick them right back up again. I'm going to start heading us back up that way a little more here in a minute. I don't know, we might bounce off this stump here. Hey, P City. We won't be breaking your record today. I promise you that. I think that record's safe for a long, long time. That was an awesome, awesome day. Chuck? This damn thing's hung up already. Looks like it came undone though. Trying to get us back over to this side a little more. Slowly. Hey, Michael Peterson. Catfishing Pappy. I'm at Camp Atterbury in Indiana. It's definitely exciting when those rods bend over, Laura. But I think that's one of the reasons I like catfishing, is because you can just sit here. Especially when it's a nice day, warm. I mean, we enjoy just the being on the water part as much as we do the fishing part. Oh no, that's Snag City right there. And I'm too late. You guys are gonna have to forgive me for not keeping up in chat. Here comes some more. Looks like a big tree laying down under there. I don't like pulling them up because I know the fish are in there. Probably get snagged as soon as I pick this up. Thought I was coming over to help finish the shed. I have no idea what you're talking about, Greg. Yeah, I need to get some good dragging weights and just start dragging, especially in little lakes like this. But I love suspend fishing. Need that sun to start warming me up a little bit. I'm at Pisgah, Greg. Guy's over here trying to launch his boat. Because this lake is up, I had a hard time launching this kayak. Because you get to the water's edge and it's only a couple inches deep. He's going to have to back that thing up. Probably going to have to put his truck in the water to get that boat in there. We haven't caught anything, Hector. Except for a lot of snags. We have caught a lot of snags. I've had to cut the line on this one twice. Almost 3 times. THG, I'm at Atterbury on Pisgah. It's really muddy. I have cut bluegill for bait. Where you is, foo? Why aren't you camping, THG? Shouldn't you be out camping this weekend? By the way, new video posted this morning. Our little overnight hammock camping in the new Dutchware Chameleon hammocks. I suggest everybody go check that video out. Boy, we lost people fast, didn't we? It's getting close to that super chat tournament. I had a feeling we wouldn't have very many viewers today. Not with that going on. If we hadn't had any bites in another half hour, I may load up and head home because I'm just 20 minutes from home or less. 15 minutes, actually. You'll be there in 27 minutes? You bringing biscuits and gravy? Hey, Julie. So far, they are not biting. That wind's biting. Biting cold. Hey, Mike. Mike Irvin. If it warms up today, we're going to... Telly wants to come out, back out, get her kayak out, and we'll probably go over to Driftwood Lake. Much, much less snags over there. It's a bigger lake. It's a deeper lake. But depends on what the wind's doing too. If it stays just a little breezy like it is right now, it won't be so bad. But you know, you get a 2 or 3 mile an hour wind steady in a kayak, and you're just fighting wind all the time. Gonna try to find a new spot to hike and a new stove. Another new stove? My goodness, man. Hey, THG, I sent an email to 230 about my rooftop tent asking for an update. We'll check that when I get home too, see if they've responded. Sent it yesterday morning. Now that right there, that's the first sign I've seen, and I don't think that's a fish, but it's on bottom. It's an arch. But I don't think it's a fish. It might be. But that's the first one I've seen on bottom, or near bottom even, in the 3 or 4 times I've been out in my kayak so far this year. I mean, I know there's catfish in these lakes I've been fishing, but I can't see them. I think they're down in that mud. I'm just not picking them up. Yeah, I know. They owe me a rooftop tent yesterday. Well, I am going to put on these ridiculous looking gloves because my fingers are cold. And these gloves are warm. And they're waterproof. Man, they're stiff though. All right, THG, be safe out there, man. These gloves didn't warm my fingers up as much as I thought they were going to. My original intentions for this morning were to go to Monroe Reservoir here in Indiana. It's the biggest lake in Indiana. I really enjoy fishing that lake. But I thought, you know, if I get down there and I don't have a signal, I got to drive back here where I know I have a signal. It's going to be 9:30 before I could even get fishing. So I thought, well, I'll just fish here. If we don't do any good by 9 o'clock or so, I can be back home fairly quickly, wait for it to warm up, bring the beautiful wife out in her kayak, and that'll be a good day. So that's what we're doing. It's about 8:30 now, 8:40. If I haven't had a bite by 9 o'clock, I'm probably going to pack it up. Because it is cold. Much colder than I thought it was going to be. Then I'll probably watch some of that Super Chat tournament. Those of you that are still in here watching, if you don't know what that is, Palmetto Cats, Chunky Cats, Steve Douglas, and Chris Flores from Muddy River Catfishing. They are doing a tournament today. It's all virtual. They're all going to be on their own channels. They're fishing. And every Super Chat that they get, minus the money YouTube takes, they're going to put that in a big pot, and they're going to do a whole bunch of giveaways next weekend. So if you guys are, if you enjoy fishing at all, definitely check out those channels. If you can afford it, if you feel like doing it, go ahead and give them some money. They're going to give it all back to us in the form of giveaways next weekend on Palmetto's channel. It's going to be a good time. There'll be a lot of good fish caught, I think. But I'm definitely going to catch some of that. I think I go back out this evening with the wife. I may switch it up a little bit and bring the ultralight, maybe even a bass pole. See if we can't get something going that way. Yeah, Driftwood River, we fished it the other day down at Mill Race Park, where Driftwood and Flat Rock come together. But rivers are flooded right now. Not extremely bad, just we had some rain the other day and they're up, they're moving pretty good. There's no way I'd put my kayak on it right now. Where are you from, John? Or did you just look this up on the map? Keith Parker, Ernesto, those are some new names. Welcome, glad you found us. If you've been here before and I think you're new, then I apologize, but sometimes keeping up with chat. Oh, he's from Martinsville, all right. Sometimes keeping up with chat, especially when you're in a kayak, it's kind of difficult. Unidentified or unmistakable mark of fish on this graph. Or catfish on this graph, because I've seen bait fish. Keith's gonna go out on the boat with his dad. That should be awesome. So for those of you that just came in, all I'm doing is I've got my baits dropped straight down, just up off the bottom a foot or two, and I'm just drifting, kind of letting the wind push. I'm actually going into the wind right now, just trying to keep us at about 0.2 to 0.4 miles per hour. So those baits just barely up off the bottom. I may even go buy some stuff today to start making my own drifting sinkers. Make some of those dragging weights. Because then I could just pretty much troll. And I think that could be a lot of fun too, but I'd have to have the poles behind me, which is fine. I mean, if I get hooked up, I'll see it on here, or you guys will tell me. Plus, I'll probably feel it. You feel everything in these kayaks when something hits them. When something hits your pole, I actually feel the whole kayak move. No NKR, we haven't caught anything yet. Still trying to find fish on this fish finder. We've been all over the end of this lake so far. Well, that wind's coming now. The wind's cold. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to let the wind push me back that way from here. It's coming to say, hey, answer everybody else. Thanks, Ben Rich boys. I appreciate that. I'm going to let the wind push me back up. The boat ramp's over there. I'm going to let the wind push me back that way. Once we get back close to that boat ramp, I'm probably going to pack it up because I'm getting cold. A lot colder than I thought I was going to be. I don't know how long we've been streaming now, but I think I got here a little after 7. It's been a couple hours I've been out here. Go home and have some breakfast. Watch some of this Super Chat tournament. 42 degrees. And with that wind, it feels more like 32. I mean, I can feel the sun a little bit, but the wind's blowing enough. It's cold. Here come the snags. I can see them on the graph. Matter of fact, there's a hardware store just not too far from here. I may stop in there and buy the stuff I need and make some of these dragon weights. I can sit there and make those while I watch that tournament. And if I'm super lucky, my beautiful wife will make me some breakfast. Something crawling on me. Need this water to warm up, Greg. snagged up here. Oh my goodness. It comes all the way up to the surface. I don't know what that is. Look like a Christmas tree on here. Oh my. More snags. Well, those of you that are left in here, why don't you tell me where you're from? I'm in Indiana. Just kind of curious to find out where everybody's from. Greg, I know where you're from. You don't have to answer that question. Looks like they're all going live now for that Super Chat tournament. Keith's in Texas. There's a lot of people from Texas comes in these live streams. Mike Irvin's in Boonville, Indiana. I wonder, how far is that from Columbus, Mike Irvin? We've probably talked about this before, but I don't remember. I knew Ben Rich was Chicago. Whew, that wind is cold. Hour and a half or so. All right, well, as much as I want to catch a fish, I'm getting really, really cold, guys. Boat ramp's right there. I'm going to reel these in and head back up. You guys are more than welcome to stay. Watch me. Well, I won't be able to leave it on the whole time I'm loading up, but yeah, you guys can stay as long as you want. Say your goodbyes, whatever. Watch me pedal back over here. But I'm cold and I'm hungry. And to be completely honest, I do kind of want to watch that tournament. So I think I'm going to head back. And come back out this afternoon with my wife. Depending on how the wind is. And if we do, we'll go live again then. And I think I may bring the ultralight with me out this afternoon. See if we can't get into some bait. That's not good. The reel was loose. See if we can't get some more bluegill or crappie later today. Stock up on some bait. That'd be worth it. All right, let's head in. Back up, thank you. It is much colder. What tournament? Living in Minnesota, they're calling it Super Chat Give Back. It's Palmetto Cats, Chunky Cats Fishing, Steve Douglas, the Catfish Dude, and Muddy River Fishing with Chris Flores. They're doing a virtual tournament. They each have their own channels. They're all separate on their channels. They're doing a tournament. They're all out fishing. Any super chats that they get are going to be put in a big pot, and they're going to do giveaways back to the catfishing community. So definitely check them out. And if you have the means, donate some money to them. They're the only thing that's, the YouTube will take their cut from those super chats. All that money is going to be given back in prizes and giveaways. So any money that's donated is going to come right back to us in the form of prizes, if you're lucky enough to win. But it's going to be a good time. But I've got to put this down now, and hey, Cool Quest, thanks for stopping in. I'm getting ready to load up, head back home, because it's cold out here. Let me get this. So we're starting to get a little shallow right here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to load up now. Try to get warm. It's only 42 degrees here, and that wind's blowing, makes it feel like 32. Appreciate you stopping in, Cool Quest. I've been doing this a lot, doing a lot of live fishing. I really enjoy it. I'm hoping I can get up here without stepping off in knee-deep water. Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. Maybe. Push this around. This lake's a little high. It's flooded more than normal. I better do this though before I tear that off. Shut this off. Yeah, it's not too deep. Not too bad. I'll be right with you guys. Bear with me. I forgot to raise my rudder. There we go. Let me grab you guys off of here. Last week, Quest put their link up. I know there's not a lot of people in here right now, Cool Quest. If you start coming into my lives and we get some more people, get your link out there. See if we can't get you some more subs. Let me power this tablet off. And then as long as we can keep a signal. Sorry we're late, someone slept in. Yeah, if there's any mods left, please put Cool Quest up, put their link up there. I'm gonna walk up to the truck here. I'm gonna take you guys with me. Here, I'll give you a better view of the kayak since I look up here. Tell you me, as long as the wind doesn't get too bad. Telly was wanting to come out, so we're going to try to do that this afternoon. But that's the kayak. Let's go up here. Let me spin you back around. As long as we keep a signal. Yeah, we love those kayaks. We love those kayaks. And I keep calling you Cool Quest. I know it's Kill Quest, but it's always going to be Cool Quest to me because you guys are cool. Very choppy service. All right, let me go back down here. Yeah, we're going to go to Pictured Rocks. I don't think we're going to bring the kayaks or anything, but take you up to the truck with me. Do you have anything tethered to your tablet in the event it falls in the water? No, I don't. It'll work. But listen, guys, I'm sitting here. I'm freezing. It's cold. But I appreciate each